Unfortunately, this is my dismay because the game at the high level, quote high level, revolves heavily around cars.
I have to deal with the cars because otherwise they're just going to drive between the objectives, and as you can see, the objectives are the only time that you have to do any damage, but because they're instant balance breaking you, you can't really do much on the objective since it lasts for like 2 minutes. Or whatever. So you can't do enough damage on the objectives, so the only way to potentially do enough damage to end the game is to slowly pick at them over time, like one hit at a time, basically. And the only way that I have time to do that is if I take care of the cars. If I don't take care of the cars, they get between the objectives for free, and then there's just, like, you have no opportunity to win the game. So, like, and that's true of every team. Like, it doesn't matter what team it is. Like, if the teams know that about the cars, you have to take care of the cars, basically. Look at these advanced strategies, guys. Nice cleave. It's gotta be the lamest thing I think I've ever seen in Evil Dead the game. These guys right now doing this shit. This is literally the lamest thing I've ever seen. I hope these guys get, like, banned or something. Like, I don't even know. That to me is an exploit.
Whatever you're doing, it's not working.
That is, like, the lamest thing I've ever seen anyone do in a video game, maybe ever, in any video game. That shit is so fucking lame. That's, like, the dumbest shit. I hope they get banned. I hope their computers fry. Like, that is some lame-ass shit, dude. I cannot believe that is a tactic that you're using. These guys are pathetic losers. Like, to me, I'm like, oh, so the only reason you win is because of OP mechanics and using cars.
There's nothing a demon can do about rushing. You get a team that fucking just and rushes. Piece to piece to piece, and they're sitting there like 2 at a time. Like, 2 rush to a piece, 2 stay behind and loot. They pick that piece up. As soon as that piece is picked up, the 2 behind jump in another fucking car and rush to the next piece while those 2 loot that section. Pick up that piece, those 2 at that fucking piece, loot that section, these 2 run to the next one, like in a car, boom, while these 2 loot right here, get to the objective, divvy up the spoils, and fucking fuck the demon up. You don't have to loot. You let the team that picks up the piece or that's behind the piece being picked up loot. They get to the location, they hit it real fucking quick, maybe a couple things on the outskirts, and then hop. You don't ever see it. Yeah, just dodge into the car. Yeah. Can't even get away with it. It's not like it's not supposed to happen. They were supposed to fix that, but it's still being done. Some fucking I don't know. They've called it an exploit before. Yeah, pin swag. Like 1, 2, 3 vehicles. High level gameplay. Yeah, dodge into the car. Y'all see that high level gameplay right there? Break, bitch. Run to another car. This is high level gameplay right here. Run to another car. Wasn't even a power percent. Which could be a blessing if they didn't have another fucking car right there. I baited his fucking I baited his damn pew out of him. Look, they just dodge into the car. There's your high level gameplay. See that? Look at that. Y'all see what Hash is doing? He's sucking the of that car. Oh my lord. He dodged as soon as I get out of the car. He didn't drop his fucking gun yet. I hit nobody?
And then lining up the cars, the body block, as we see. Isn't that fun? That's fun, right? There's one down. Look how fun this is. Hope he didn't body block that one correctly, so now that's dead. Sorry, buddy.
Cover me while I reload.
Now we gotta play Ring Around the Rosie. I have to wait for them to get in the car. It's like a game of chicken. But you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna drive to the next car. It's gonna spawn in front of them. They'll probably switch to that one. Oh look, it's like I can read the future. Oh, how do you know though? This guy's so smart. See you later, jackass. Oh, you're so lucky. That didn't flip. Oh, they had to be careful. They might have had to go back for him. And look at this fun gameplay. It's so fun every single time to go into this. And you know what the thing is? This isn't anything new. This has been like this for months. That's the other problem. Just people are seeing it more now. Oh look, does it matter that I took this car? Not really. Because look, there's another car. And how many have I flipped already? I forgot. Should I have to fucking do this every game? I don't know. Kind of feel like I shouldn't. Oh, he flipped that one because he's a dumbass. Oh, then it fixed itself. Never mind. I mean, I'm getting levels off this. My boss is off cooldown, so it doesn't really bother me. But, you know how it is. Like, this gameplay being the center of the game ruins the entire game. I don't know if the devs ever intended this to be like this. I think the car was supposed to be like an escape, or a way to get from point A to point B, in between objectives now and then for like the team. Not for like everyone in individual cars having a guaranteed safety in case something happens. Thanks for the flip. But that's how it goes, you know? Like, I've never wanted to have to flip cars. I thought it was a joke when I did it, but I was so pissed off at like having to lose to this kind of shit. I wanted to possess the Henry there, but I couldn't. Ooh, another car, sweet. Ooh, another car, sweet. This is so fun. So many cars I get to flip throughout the entire game. This is great. Look at him dodging his ass off. Ooh.
The half-witted humans have activated the dagger.
Another car gone.
With their fleshy bones on it, you will be held accountable.
She's just camping there trying to body block that. Very sad. Sad day would come to in this game. This is, and it's like funny. It'd be funny if this is the only match we saw this. This is every game, dude. Standard now. I'm telling you. Guy dropping his weapon. Standard. Never addressed by the devs. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, you're fucking up. Team, assemble. See, did I get that car? Oh, I did, but wait a minute. Another car right there. I tried to possess that Cheryl too, by the way. The devs had other plans. And around we go as one guy desperately tries to loot for her. I mean, he can't hold. You can only hold 3 heals, so it doesn't even matter if Henry gets him. They need to go somewhere else. Like, isn't this fun? Look at the storm. Where's that storm at? Oh, it'll be here in a few minutes. Don't worry. That's definitely fast enough to matter. Don't worry, guys. You see all the problems with the game, I hope. I hope this illustrates everything that's so bad about the game that devs just don't fucking fix.
I'm actually stuck.
The half-witted humans have activated the dagger. If they
Look, she went back to do it's now her duty. We can get her off of it though. Nice. They actually got hit by the unit. Nice. Get fucked.
Dead for now. Oh, do you want to protect that red car here? So he doesn't take it.
We're gonna do this? Alright. I'm used sitting inside of it, dude.
Mia, can you leave the car so the objective goes faster? There you go.
Gotta power that.
I got it. Alright, block the car, block the car, block the car.
So dumb.
I mean, this car is literally like unflippable. It's got destroyed. Oh my god. The car. Oh wait. Oh, never mind. Oh my god. Damn it, here I was thinking this sad evil was gonna be a god.
Really, dude? This is what you want to do? Thought we were friends this whole time. I don't even get a chance. Yeah, I mean, there's no demon player in the world that can win against that. Especially when they're, like, basically exploiting to save cars and stuff.
That cars promote frustration, of course. Really, especially because, yeah, you're right. They can be abused as, like, just random loops created on an objective that's not intended to have a loop like that. It's like that. I don't know why the devs didn't think of that. I've always said they shouldn't allow the cars to even be driven into the objective circle. Like, it should have, like, a wall that blocks cars or something from going in there. At least park it outside the damn circle, you know what I mean? Like, it also fucks with the AI pathing, which is already fucking not, you know, very consistent. And it just makes it even worse. They get stuck on the car, they get stuck on shit. It's dumb. And yeah, I don't enjoy flipping cars. I did at first for like the week or so, but then I didn't.
Yeah, because the only thing that you can do, Vampire King, is get one swing off because balance bar is so broken right now, especially for prestige people that use Annie. Like, you thought that I was joking. I think some of you that don't know probably thought that I was exaggerating when I said Annie gives you free wins. But, like you see right there, like, you literally can't do anything. Your unit gets stunned in half a second. Not to mention, it would have been even without the Annie, my unit would have been getting stunned almost instantly anyway, because the Henry had a a legendary sledgehammer. I think balance bar should be removed. It either needs to be completely removed from the game, or they need to add counterplay. Like, Evil Dead has settled down to a point where this is the meta, you know? And it's not even the meta. This is just like the game has countered back and forth. Demon can do this, Survivor can do this, Demon can do this, Survivor can do this, and it's worked itself out to where this is the gameplay. This is all that there is. I remember the first time I ran into the Annie stun comp. Some people came on my stream and they're just like, after we played, they're like, GG, yo, we have to show you this because, like, it's unbeatable. And I was, like, super confident on Demon. This was back when there was, like, puke cancel and everything still. And I was like, alright, yeah, sure, I'll do that. And I just assumed I was going to beat them, and they fucking crushed me. They were instant stunning my units. They were, like, the first team I had ever seen run Annie like this. And I was like, what the hell? And they explained after. I was like, how are they stunning? Are they cheating? They're just instant I literally thought they were cheating at the time. I was like, yo, they're just instant stunning me. Are they, like, are they hacking? Are these guys hacking or whatever? And they came in my stream and explained what was going on. And I was like, yo. I straight up said, I was like, as soon as this becomes the popular way to play the game, it's gonna ruin it. As soon as everyone knows how strong this is, it's gonna ruin it. And we've had a little bit of a break with all the new players coming in that don't have, first of all, don't know, but second of all, don't have their characters leveled up and all that stuff. But it's only gonna be so long before, like, a lot of new players either stop or it gets to the point where they all learn, and then it's just going to be the same problem again.
If you see an Annie in your game now, might as well just back out. I don't even want to play against Annie right now. It's every Survivor main out there that I know that actually, like, that I consider their opinion counting, will tell you that Annie's auto win. She is. Annie with a good squad, a decent squad. Hell, a fucking mindless monkey. And Annie with, like, a couple fucking monkeys with thumbs could beat a really good demon.
Railing vaults.
Sure. See these? I can't vault these for some reason.
Finisher iframe spam.
So you go in and you go spawn a portal because you need a body. You inhabit that body, leaving 2 more bodies, and they just iframe. And they iframe. And then when they get done with that, you're like, all right, cool. Everybody's dead. It's just me and you. Here come 4 more AI. And he's, oh, nope. 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 All right, it's just me and you. You know?
Abusable, exploitable, exactly. And as you saw, like, the Cheryl one for the iframes right away, right? I can't really control what my AI does when I'm in a unit. So I can't, like, tell them to get the fuck away or something when I don't even need them. It is swing once, finisher. Swing once, finisher. And I just can't touch that survivor. But that survivor can get healed during the finisher. That survivor gets their stamina back during the finisher. And that survivor gets their cooldown ticking during the finisher. So they get so much benefit during the damn finisher on top of the iframes that I don't understand why there isn't a cooldown for it, at least. You know, or like Solinky said, you have to at least kill the damn unit, you know, to do it. Like, it can't just be like a random balance bar drain finisher, you know, and it's not dead still. But there needs to be something with that. I really feel like it just needs a cooldown. You know, some people say, oh, it shouldn't get iframes. No, you need iframes, or just then no one would do finishers if you didn't. But you have to remember, finishers also reward, I think, a higher chance of getting items from the unit. I believe that's the case. I'm not sure. I think someone told me that. It's a higher chance of getting an item when you do a finisher, so you get top of the iframes, on top of the instant iframes, on top of the fucking... You can get healed through this from a support, on top of, you know, I can't really interact with them outside of trying to fear them. I can't possess them until they're done. Their cooldown goes back, their stamina goes back during it, everything resets, recharges during it, and they can go back to back to back with one swing and spam F. And it drops better item. Like, there's too many benefits, and there's no con to the finisher. That's the thing. There's got to be pros and cons in this game. Finishers have literally no con. There's no negative for someone to do that. The only negative, I guess you could say, is at the book phase. If they do that, they might screw up, you know, stopping you as you possess stuff and attack them. That's the only thing. That's the only one situation that maybe is negative. Everything else, stalling on the objective is great for them. They just need to sit there for a certain amount of time. So more iframes that you can't touch them, that helps them get it done. For every other objective, you know what I mean? Like, they don't care. So it's like, they have too many benefits, and that's what I say. Whenever there's too many benefits and not really any negatives, it's not balanced. The balance means there has to be like a risk and reward. Same thing with hunters, good weapons, etc., etc. I know they keep nerfing hunters, But like when I possessed him, why is the weapon not in his fucking hand? Mia or something. She's killing my units in like 2 hits. Why can't I threaten her survivors like that? They can just shoot me. They can just fucking shoot me when I possess her. You know what I mean? Like if they all look at me with a gun and she doesn't carry a gun in the first place, guess what? I'm fucking gonna get shot. That's all you gotta do. She doesn't need to drop her stupid weapon. And then she kept the gun in her hand. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like making this shit normalized is stupid. And instantly getting stunlocked over and over again.
Watch. 1 hit. 1 swing. They dodged. My balance bar is gone. Does anybody understand? The warriors that aren't supposed to be able to dodge as much.
Who saw that? You see that? Do you not understand why I don't play Necromancer? Like, they can just one-shot you and instantly decapitate you, regardless of your health remaining. Support can do it, warrior can do it, regardless of your health remaining, regardless of your balance bar. You just die instantly. It's a bug, but it's not fixed, and it's been a bug for over a month or more. Not fixed, and it's really devastating to play Necromancer against that. How can you win against that? The answer is you can't. That's why I don't play it. Does everyone try to purposely abuse that? No, but I'm not going to play a game where if they know that, I lose. Because what's different than that and rushing in cars and using iframe spam? To me, nothing. To me, nothing. To me, it's like just another thing. You like, what are you going to tell them? Not to shoot you in the head? Like, but to me, it's like the same thing. Like, the devs just need to fucking fix it. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things that devs just need to fucking fix it, and they don't. They don't even comment that they're working on it, so I don't think I can even grab him on the stairs. Nope. I told you I can't. See how she's like basically cheating doing this? See that, right? Using the movement speed buff. Not wasting stamina. Don't worry, they fixed animation canceling for Demon though. Don't you worry. They made sure to fix that. She has like double the sprint bar because of this. Isn't that fun? Look how fun this game is, playing against this shit back to back. I think I'm gonna avoid these guys even if I win. Because it's just like abusive exploit, abusive exploit, abusive exploit, abusive exploit, abusive exploit, abusive exploit. Dodge this. Oh, the fireball knocked me off. You see that? I didn't even know that could happen.
This shit needs to go, by the way, too. Like, this isn't hard to do. I think some people think there's like some skill cap to doing that. You just need to have the stamina to do it. What is that? If your teammates get... So, this is the running heavy attack for every survivor. And if you do it against a teammate that's been possessed, then it staggers them and they never recover. So if your teammate gets possessed, you just do this over and over again, and then they can't do anything to you.
Play for a little. They don't have Ed now, so they can't get rid of traps either. But see, he's on top of that. I'm not surprised. This is just typical gameplay, by the way. Maybe he changed his mind. I don't know. Or he's showing them something. I don't know. Yeah, show the devs that. I wish the devs were like the other survivors. They could see that. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Wow. It's Kelly's spot. Oh, man. That's with Max's boss health, too. Might be fun. The fact that they have that spot, too. I hope that doesn't count as her being on the point. If so, that's a legitimate exploit. Find it weird that they would exploit against me, but you know.
We've been waiting for you!
He died instantly. See that? That's just like the puppeteer thing. So he's dead now. So I got him during the res animation. That's one good thing Necromancer's good at.
Okay. Oh, is this guy still level 2 with that? Ooh, legendary. Dear Lord, give me legendary double barrel. I pray that I... Oh, there's 2 legendaries here, right next to each other. Oh my... and... No. Oh my god, legendary sword. I'll carry it for me, yeah. Damn. We're all hunters though, so it's like... Just shoot her out. What's in legendary chest number 2? Legendary spear. It's kind of ass. Alright, full range and stamina. That's right, suckers. Like another legendary. That's 2 legendaries and they don't even have an ed, bro. It's okay. We shall prevail. We got this. Alright, let's put what? Cal? Hello? Did Kelly get a hidden ability? Does she have to collect?
Just go to the next one. There's 5,000 more. He's got a legendary shovel, by the way. Can I just point out? Hold on, I just need to point out, for my own sanity, for you guys to notice this. He swapped out his legendary sword for a legendary shovel, by the way. He had a legendary sword, and then he found a legendary shovel. No, I obviously understand why he did that. I'm saying that he found another legendary when they already had 2. You understand why that's crazy? They already had 2 legendaries. No Ed, no Blacksmith. That's 3 legendaries this game. 2 that benefit him very much as a warrior. Yeah. Like, I'm sure this guy's like 14 years old. He's on his Thanksgiving break, you know, he just wants to show his friends how sick he is. It's like, watch me, like, cause they're all low level, he's level 100. He's probably like, plays this game all the time. He's like, yo, let me show you, I'm gonna fucking run this demon around for a half hour. Let me show you how sick I am, dude. Let me show you how fucking big my dick is.
Chimps never disappoint.
Oh, I didn't mean to dodge backwards, that sucks.
Oh, alright. Here we go. Just put me at the back.
He could body block me in there. So we'll get some bead damage here, finally. Damage. He gets a free heal because he was able to press E on window twice. Like, the problem is, this guy thinks this makes him good rather than the game broken. Like, that's the reality, is, like, this guy thinks he's sick. He doesn't regen from that, at least. Wouldn't be an issue if it didn't body block me. Yikes. I should be able to, like, do the grab cancel, I feel, there. If it didn't stop me from hopping through after him, it wouldn't be such a big deal. None of the maps are awesome. What the fuck just happened? That was a weird bug. This is the second time this has happened to me in, when I've played Necro within, like, the last couple weeks, where someone just runs the clock out. Anyway.
Alright, we're gonna vault windows here. I'm gonna miss. Yeah. Yeah. High level gameplay. Y'all see that? This is your high level gameplay right here. Right there's your high level game. I've lost my drive and my will to play this game because there's literally no counter or no outplay for a lot of this shit. Like, they just run around. They get free looting right there. Sure, I can vault a window. But literally, me running circles around that fucking house. One shimps after 2 minutes of just already lost the level at the dark ones. They rush. I mean, high level gameplay. Going for a window. Yeah, of course. All that undone by one shimps. And all he's got to do is run to a fucking window, so, you know. 3-4 minute, hell, 2-3 minutes trying to take down a single survivor, and one shimps just undoes everything. You get into a team fight. Get into a team fight for 45 seconds to a minute. Right? One shimps undoes all of it. So, I would love for them to decrease, if they want to keep the amount of shimps that spawn on the map and the amount of shimps that people can carry, I would love to see them reduce health given by shimps by like 30% and see what that does for 2 weeks. Maybe 50%. Half. See what that does for a couple weeks. When you start forcing survivors to have to use 2-3 shimps a fight, yeah. Because I have seen more than a fair share of games to where the demon does 50, 60, 70,000 damage to survivors with 0 incapacitations or kills. Like I said, if they're going to keep shimps, because this is a big problem right now in my opinion, putting so much work in as a demon to have it undone by one healing thing. One heal. You pop a heal, you pop an amulet, and your team's good. And that demon could have just worked his ass off summoned a... Think about that. Think about summoning a boss, fighting the team, them being able to dodge. You might land 3 or 4 hits, get somebody really fucking low, then all of a sudden your boss just dies in 3 shots to a hunter shotgun because he just pulled up in a car. He wasn't even there. Hunter pops out, boom, boom, reloads, boom. Your boss is dead. You almost had one dead. They're pretty low. Cheryl drinks the shimps and puts an amulet on, and your boss was nothing. It was useless. There was no point in summoning your boss. Boss, useless. Look at that. One shot, third of my health. Dead. I quit. I fucking quit, man.
Like, yes, and your units do die really fast. The problem that they wrote themselves into a corner with in this game is that if they don't let the units die really fast, you will always break the book. That's what the thing about the book phase that's a problem for this game is they're trying to always think of that as devs, and that's why I think it needs a rework to that book phase. Just give me more things to it instead of just spawning a unit, possessing it, and going for the book. Yes, I could try to, oh, I put one portal there, look that way, one portal here, haha, secretly, and during that long 3-second loud noise of me possessing and turning red in front of them, that maybe their brains can, like, again, if they're playing Pokemon Scarlet, maybe they won't notice, but good players will just instantly react. They see you're not possessing it, they don't care. They'll one-shot that AI anyway. Those turnarounds, so you waste your portal cooldown. Like, there is no real way for pretty much every demon except maybe Puppeteer, but then if they know how to counter that, it doesn't matter. But other than him, you have no real mix-up at all on that book. Like, it's just portal, possess, attack. Portal, possess, attack. That's all you can do. Demon dash, maybe, as you portal. Possess, and attack. That's it. Possess a stray unit. Attack. Portal, possess, attack. Try to spam for a stray unit. Attack. That's it. So that's the gameplay. If they make it so you don't melt too fast enough, now you always win. If they make it so you do melt fast enough, now you always lose. You see what I'm saying? Like,
and you can have Snack and Zark on everything. When the portal pops up, all you gotta do is whoop, close the wall, and start swinging at the portal. And as I'm possessing it, like, a third of my balance bar is gone. Before I even really get into my unit after from getting out of the portal. They know where the unit is gonna spawn. You can't trick them now, right? There's something else they took away. We couldn't trick survivors. Can't trick them on where where they're gonna pop out now. They see the portal, they just go through it like fucking boss to a flame and start swinging. Can't place down by the book, so they get to just say, there's that. GG, yeah, GG. Dead. You can't place portals by the fucking book, I give up. I give up. Like, each. Like, I mean, what do you want to do? Like, look at all the heals they have, Like, that fucking hunter got his ass kicked by a fucking Henry. Almost died to him before. Like, this is a level 5 boss they just fucking killed, right? Like, with no problems. So, I mean, like, look, I'm just saying, look at that. I'm not even trying right now. I'm just, like, showing y'all. Look at all the heals they have and shit. So, Cheech. What I called it at the beginning of the match. Looked at it and said, we lose this match, not a chance. We can throw everything we have at them, we lose. You can do that now. GG. Listen to all the heals they're just popping. Y'all hear all that?
Really glad that they buffed that book, though. 5% extra HP. Man, they really needed to do that. That is maybe, I think, the worst balancing decision that they've ever made. Why did they think the book needed more buffing? That, to me, is the worst balancing decision that they've made this entire time. What a terrible, weird, random buff. Because it's so easy to damage the book. It's so easy to damage it. There's a literal 0% chance of even getting the book to, like, 50%. Honestly, demons, we're gonna have to, like, make our own rules, dude. Like, if it goes to the book phase, demons are gonna have to make their own rules. So they're just gonna say, like, getting the book to 50% is a victory. And we're all gonna just have to agree that we all agree that we won if the book gets to 50%. Because it's almost impossible to even get the book halfway against most teams. So, legitimately, like, I think we should just all decide as a community, every demon main, we'll just agree, all of us, if we get the book halfway, we won. Doesn't matter what the game said. I'm literally going to paste, I'm going to take a piece of paper, I'm going to write victory on it, it's going to be a little sticky thing, and anytime I get the book to 50%, I'm just going to slap it on my screen.
Then you have to be more deadly at the book somehow. Even if they only increase the damage due to the book a little bit or something because of that, it needs to be, like, better. Or maybe increase your balance a little bit if you're a certain high level. I don't know. There needs to be something, though, that increases your final strength. If they're fucking up and allowing you to level, you should be more dangerous because of that. It shouldn't be like, oh, you're maxed out. That's it. Now if now they just get a few shemps here and there, they win. Because that's all they really need. If they have decent enough weapons, they keep getting stronger. Basically, they can only, like, their max strength versus your max strength is night and day. You could be at max strength. They all have legendaries and shemps. You lose. It doesn't matter. It used to not be like that. It used to be like, well, if I got a high enough level, I'm gonna win in that book, you know. But now it's not. So it used to be like that. Then until they, you know, completely overbuffed the book and everything. I think just fixing the dark one shit, attacking during the dark ones, that needed to be fixed. I agree. But I think them fixing that and adding 10% HP to the book on top of all the other fucking shit they've been buffing was way over the top. And they nerfed the Warlord. No variety demon gameplay, sorry. Traps on maps. Static, yes, exactly. They can memorize them. They only change it like once in a while, certain areas, like some now and then. There's like one switcheroo spot for some weird shit reason. I don't even think Pup's viable, to be honest, but I can understand why you say that. But I think Plaguebringer is the only viable one. And it's boring to play the same fucking demon because the other ones feel so frustrating. Starved of energy. They haven't been updated with the rest, you know, like they should have been. Haven't been reworked at all. They've just been nerfed and left like that. And the devs don't seem to fucking have any fucking passion for fixing that situation. Every other demon is telegraph mess, exactly. Yep, demon, it's rush, hope. The survivors are stupid, exactly. They don't even have to manage their fear, just drop their weapon. That's their managing their fear. So even if they don't, it didn't matter. I got pretty high level at the end right there, and I was 2 seconds from losing. Although I was fucking up the book rotation. But yeah, like Henrietta's belly flop, extremely situational. I don't even know if there's even one situation, to be honest, unless you physically can't like hit them when they're rezzing and you have to belly flop. But other than that, I don't even know when you really would use that. I feel like you just make yourself a pinata and you do only like 100 something damage. No way to buff that. No way to cancel out of it or into it. I think. And it's so fucking telegraphed that they'd have to literally be playing Pokemon Scarlet and a shiny would have to appear at the same time. Not even that they're just playing Pokemon Scarlet, but a shiny has to show up and distract them, and a girl has to Snapchat them, like randomly, all at the same time for them to get hit by that fucking belly flop. So there is a lot of dumb shit with some abilities on the bosses. The grabs have been nerfed into the ground and never used to work, where you got like one shot and you're gone from the grab. You used to at least get like a hit in or something if you grab somebody. Now it's like Henry can save himself with the shield break. Warrior Ash can save himself with the shield break. I don't know. Sorry, I'm looking for Kamak. Warrior Ash can save himself. Kelly's bleed saves herself, guaranteed.
Let me explain to you how bad the balance of the game is in an image. Okay? Hold on a sec. Here was the tournament we ran. Okay? Now, the only reason I won one of my matches this game was because, this day was because one of the guys was, like, super lagging really bad. But the other game, I lost horribly as Plaguebringer. There was some chance I could have killed the book, but obviously could not. In order for me to even have a chance, the survivors had to, first of all, not pick fast forward, not kick. They were not allowed to kick to stun possessed survivors. They couldn't double cap objectives. They couldn't use prestige points. And they weren't really allowed to use cars. They used some, but they weren't really allowed to use cars, okay? So basically, the survivors were incentivized to pick up as few pink F as possible. You were only allowed to have 40 pink F on the whole team. So, 10 pink F per survivor. Maximum. So, they weren't picking up pink F. They weren't using cars. So they weren't leveling up all the way in the game. They weren't using cars. They weren't kicking possessed survivors. And they weren't double capping. Okay? And with all of these restrictions, they were easily winning. Not even a challenge. Okay? And they weren't using all of their prestige points. With all of these things in place, the survivors were still winning. Easily. It wasn't even close. The one match that I won was because the dude was lagging. Was there an exploit with Annie? I didn't do it on purpose. I was the Scotty. No, I'm not talking about Annie. I was joking. I was just saying that Annie's busted. It wasn't an exploit. It was just, I was just saying that picking Annie is an exploit. Even with all of these rules in place, the survivors were winning extremely easily every single game. I actually think the tournament was super fun. But in order to make the game even remotely fair, they all had to agree to those rules. And Annie was banned too, by the way. No one was allowed to use Annie in that tournament. So they also banned Annie. So, like, I just need to hammer that home, because I feel like some Survivor players, like, still complain about Demon sometimes. And you just have to know that the best Survivor players in the game wouldn't let Annie even get picked, because they know it's going to be too easy.
It is, here's the bad part is, it is up to the Survivor to make mistakes. Demon cannot force the mistakes out of them. There's no outplay or counterplay. So therefore, it is up to the Demon to sit back and watch and go, "Look, there's my chance." And even one mistake is undone that fast. Just, they got to make 20.
What you're saying is true. I don't mind playing at a high level, but what you're saying, yes, cuck gameplay. That's what high level means then, yes. That shouldn't be what high level means, though. But I understand what you're saying. That shouldn't be what high level means. High level play shouldn't be flipping a fucking car. It shouldn't be fucking watching them finisher spam and trying to time the exact millisecond that maybe you could touch it before they could dodge out of it. Trying to memorize, like, you know, all these different weapon animations and shit, which I can't even memorize them all, and the exact timing, frame perfect. It should, the survivors can make so many mistakes and not require that level of precision to beat you with almost every single demon. It doesn't make sense to me why you should be expected to have that much precision, you know, like, because of an abusable mechanic like that. Or have to be Michael Schofield with the fucking vaulting and shit. But right, exactly, this car parade, circus of cars, stupid. Rushing the map pieces, understandable. It's like rushing gens in DBD, but it's just not fair because of how they slow down the game for pretty much all the demons. You know what I mean? Like, or most of them. They slowed it down too much with the whole possession level 3 shit, which is even worse randomly in September. Like, and the energy starvation and shit, so they sprint away. We run out of energy on at least Necro and, you know, Warlord half the time. At least Necro, it will just run out any unit if you just sprint away from him solo as a warrior. Like, you don't have to even fight or dodge, just run. I'll run out of energy if I'm not level 10. Probably run out of energy anyway, to be honest. And like, it never was like that before. So I can't play the game until I'm like getting to a certain level, but how do I get to that level? You know what I mean? I have to sit there playing solitaire, trapping chests. It's boring. You know, and I have to pray I can do it faster than they could run to things in cars, which they fearlessly do. They don't care that I see them on the map. That's supposed to be a thing for them, that they care if I see them. They used to say, guys, stop getting in cars right away. Every Reddit thread, stop. Guys, the demon can see you. Hey, the demon can see you. Guess what? People realize it doesn't matter.
It's always funny to me when I hear survivors complain about patches in this game, and they say stuff like they'll say stuff like, dude, they've buffed demon every patch and they've nerfed survivors every patch, which isn't true, but it is actually kind of true that a lot of the patches have buffed demons and a lot of the patches have nerfed survivors. I will say that. It's not exclusively true, but that is the case. But I'm just like, yeah, dude, you're right. And look at the game still. So imagine how awful it was to play Demon before this. Imagine how terrible and awful it was to play Demon before this. Can you imagine it? Because I'm agreeing with you. What you're saying is true. They have done a lot of buffing of demons and a lot of nerfing of survivors. So imagine how hard it was to play demon before they buffed all the demons and nerfed the survivors. It was really difficult, dude. Like, you're right. Don't you understand that what you're saying is true and also a problem? Like, yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be that long, especially before the new demon players figure out. They're like, oh, wait, I just can't win. Okay.
Saying about how the 1% high-level demons are not happy they're only winning 99% of the games instead of 100%. First of all, I had said before, and I wasn't disingenuous when I said it at least, when it comes to winning and losing, yes, I hate losing. Losing sucks. You feel bad, you know, people laugh at you, whatever. They click their flashlights at you, it sucks. But losing is losing. If it feels like it's my fault, I did something wrong, I could have played better, and it, you know, wasn't an impossibly hard task that they had to throw the game, sure, it's my fault. You know, I don't mind that. The problem is that 99% of the time, I'm playing players that don't know what they're doing, okay? They have no idea what they're doing. So if you gave the survivors rocket launchers, I'd probably manage to win a good amount of those games, and you would think the game's balanced. You know what I mean? If you went by just the win rate. But the one time I go against people that do know how to use the rocket launchers, I'll probably lose every time with no chance of ever winning. And that's how it felt playing Demon. You know what I mean? Like, the point is that it would be a very frustrating experience of getting rushed, being low level, then you're under leveled at the dark ones in the book. You feel like you can't even do anything at the dark ones because you can't use your cooldowns as they also apply to the book. You're at the end of the dark ones. So in the end, it feels like you can't even play the game. You can't do anything. That's frustrating. And just watching the demon play and think that's what we want. Oh, now they're winning 99% before. Now they're winning 100%. Listen, if you're winning 99% against, you know, like if I'm winning 99% of my basketball games against, you know, a third grade class of kids that don't know what they're doing and they don't know how to play the game, so they're double dribbling and all this other, you know, stuff, and they're messing things up, and I'm getting a million penalty shots, I don't feel like that's winning the one time I go against someone my own age and actually knows how to play basketball and they just dominate me. That doesn't make me feel good at the game. It wouldn't make me feel good at basketball. It doesn't make me feel good at Evil Dead or any other asymmetrical thing. It's so frustrating knowing that you're playing better than somebody, that they're just not even dodging attacks correctly and stuff, but you simply can't down them because you're instantly stunned or something. Or that's how the balance felt before with the balance bars, by the way. It felt like you're instantly stunned, instantly dismembered from one swing, one horizontal sword swing. I swear to God, both my arms on a basic unit would be cut off sometimes. I don't know how. I don't know exactly how dismemberment works, but sometimes one simple swing and your arm was gone. On Necromancer at the book, that could mean you lose the game. Because if your basic unit loses that spear arm, you actually do no damage to that book. It changes your range for the book. It can completely just annihilate you. It makes your whole health perks, your balance perks meaningless. There is no dismemberment perk that you can have. There is nothing you can do except dodge every 3 seconds, just like against a balance build or something. You have no defense to skillfully counter that. It's frustrating. It's frustrating just seeing your arm disappear and you can't play the game with someone like Necromancer, right? Other demons aren't affected as much unless they lose both arms, but the point is that's why that had to go too, because it wasn't fun or interactive really. I think honestly dismemberment at the core is just not a good mechanic unless they make a good way to counter it. For demon, there kind of isn't right now, besides your one dodge. But the point is, it's not about the 99% or the 100% win rate idea that people keep trying to make the argument. I have said it before, I was on the verge of quitting the game. Because even with the quote 99% win rate, which I don't think it was, but let's say it was, I was on the verge of quitting because it doesn't feel good to win against people that don't know what they're doing. And then when they do know what they're doing, it feels like mentally you have no chance. He might think it was 50-50 because he just watched it. But until you play as it, until you're playing in that role and you understand how it feels like you can't do anything, you don't get like why it needs to change. You don't get why there's no... one thing he never talked about, he talked about solo queue survivors. Maybe I don't understand that. I've never played solo queue because I don't like slot machines. I don't like random luck on someone being AFK or healer not healing, hunter not dodging, melee warrior taking a hunter golden weapon. You know, I've heard it all. You know, there's nothing you can balance for that though. People are going to be stupid, unfortunately. That's life. That's what you sign up for when you sign into a random lobby of solo queue people. And my point is, he talks about that experience, how the majority of people that play the game don't play like sweaty, you know, demons like me or something. He didn't mention me, but let's just say I'm saying that, or sweaty demons, let's say, you know, top tier or whatever, or the survivors, right? It shouldn't be balanced around that. Well, guess what? not every demon plays that sweaty or has no life like me. So what about people that want to play demon, want to try demon? How do you think their experience is, even with a max level demon, if they're first trying to play it? Most demons did not, unless they were delusional, and they try to roleplay as some sort of dungeon master, like I saw some Reddit threads, you know, about, like, unless you're roleplaying as a dungeon master, telling yourself you're happy to lose, they were not having fun. It was frustrating. And if you don't know every little nuance of the game and how to avoid the taunt with Puppeteer's basic units and stuff like that, guess what? It's going to be a frustrating experience where everything gets stunned instantly. And then if you have no idea exactly the rotation to do with the book and have a build built for that, you know, made for that, and you can outplay them there somehow and like barely make it, you're just going to lose every game. And it's going to be frustrating. And that's how it was for a lot of casual, you know, this is who the game is supposed to be, you know, supposedly not made for the 1% like me. It's supposed to be made for the casual. What about the casual demon? Does anyone care? Apparently not. Imagine how a good team that's playing completely right would feel, and they'd be bored, and they were bored. I heard that. Even they were thinking about, even the good teams that beat me were thinking about quitting because it was too boring. It was too boring when they won all the time. Point is, you can't just look at data and win rates as what makes the game balanced. I'm not saying you should just listen to the 1% either, because they could be stupid as well, including me. I could be stupid. I'm not denying it. I can have bad takes. But the point is, you can listen to that, test it yourself as developers. And the thing is, you can't just look at the percent of winning and losing. I like to think that my skill has something to do with it. I like to imagine my skill level, my thought process, my decision making, the build I have, the plays I make. I like to think that matters, and that maybe even if they are a very good team or someone else is a very good team, they shouldn't just win because they're a quote good team. Maybe I can outplay them somehow, you know? Maybe there's some variables there.
I can't wait for more demon buffs. And it will happen. And survivors will be very upset, I'm sure. But it's going to be necessary.
Because right now the game can't die any worse than it already is. So we might as well change some things to try and fix some shit.
It's like, why am I playing a game that the devs obviously don't fucking want to do anything about? But don't worry, they doubled those prestige points ASAP while their fucking sponsors were watching during that free week. Don't worry, they did something ASAP as people complain about that. That they did. When they're inspired, they'll do something. I promise you, if you motivate them, they'll do it. But they need that motivation.
And the funny thing is, I've been looking, I normally don't look, but I've been looking today, the views keep going up and the people keep staying and we keep talking about balance and we all keep agreeing. And everybody keeps staying here. Says something. Maybe it'll speak volumes. This isn't a toxic stream. Anything like that, like most of these people who have lots of people watching them where they just talk shit on people and so on and so forth and all this other stuff. No, this is a please fix our game. Please fix what we love.